also the journey itself? Maybe how would you describe it? Are you happy with how everything has been going?
Yes, I'm very happy with how everything has been going. Working on a few projects that definitely make a difference. And also, everything's been quite exciting.
Let's talk about your 2020. Maybe you can just explain how you would describe the year 2020 with the pandemic, the COVID-19 in regards with your career as well. Was it affected in any way?
It wasn't really affected. I wouldn't say it really jeopardized the whole purpose of having the pageant itself. It was kind of hard, in terms of like logistics and everything. But the production, it was trying to take precaution. Everything was okay.
Okay, so there's this thing that's been going on. I don't know if you have come across. When people see a woman who's successful, there's always this thing that goes on saying, maybe there's this thing that was going on. I don't know. In your case, have you ever been in a situation where even you're winning of Miss Zambia, some people still feel like you did what to do? Like, how women are regarded. A successful woman, few people would believe that in those regards. Have you ever maybe been in such a situation?
Sorry, been in what situation?
Like situation where you make it big, like for example, you're Miss Zambia for 2020, and people will be like, for you to be where you are, maybe you had to go through maybe a man and other stuff, being bullied in those regards. How do you take such?
Just genuinely work hard, to be at the top. And a person like me, the thing that really drives me is just being your true self, believing in yourself. You will definitely find people who will help you get to the top, and other people will just want to take advantage of you. This is where you also have to be wise about the people that you have on board as you are on your way to the top. So you don't necessarily, most people, of course, I know most people say she only made it to the top because maybe she had, some sort of relations or she knew somebody in that particular field. But if you really just know who you are and you stand firm in what you believe in, you'll be surely able to get to the top without all those things thrown at you.
So what does it take? Maybe for example, there's someone who's locked on right now. They look up to you and they love what you have been doing so far. They've been following your works. What does it take for someone to be Miss Zambia like you?
What it takes? Okay. I would just say on my part, you really need to have ambition. You really need to have a vision. You really need to know what drives you. For me, I'm a fierce advocate for mindset change, especially among youth, because I believe that for people to be united, we need not rob society, especially the youth in our society, the ability to express themselves. So I stand firm in especially that, and everything that I do is towards achieving that people have changed their mindset and, align them with something that's more substantial, something that will actually bring sustainable change in future. So you just need to know what you want. You need to stand firm in what you believe in.
Okay, so let's talk about today we're celebrating women. Maybe you can just mention 3 women that you look up to that motivate you and be who you are locally. Which women and why are you picking those 3 women in Zambia?
Oh, okay. I will pick Zingamelu.
Okay.
And I will pick Monica Musonda. And Honorable Mumba Malambo.
Okay, maybe you can just maybe we can just give us more details about that.
Sorry, yes, I will. These 3 people have at least one thing that has really made them unique in our society. Zingamelu has worked her way to the top. She's one of these esteemed businesswomen. She's worked for many banks, and right now she's part of the managing board at ABSA Zambia. And Monica Musonda is one of the people, is the CEO for a food production, the ones who produce Easy Noodles. I'm sure you've heard of those.
Yeah.
she was a lawyer, and then now she changed her career to food production, and now she's running that, and it's pretty successful. And also there is Mumba Malambo, who is an activist for child abuse. She helps people in the society who've been, who've gone through any sort of abuse. So these three women have a vision. They have ambition, and they're really making a difference in our society. For me, Zingamelu, just her ambitious drive that has really brought her to the top has given me clarity and ascertained that a woman can really achieve whatever it is that they want if they put their mind to it. Mm-hmm. The likes of Monica Musonda, she was a lawyer, quite all right, and then she changed to food production. That's something that she's always wanted to do, and she's definitely making it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, interesting.
So those are the people that I look up to, and I'm sure I'm going to make a difference in the project that I'm going to have running all throughout my reign to make a difference in society.
All right, let's talk about your plans for this year, 2021. What are you planning, or rather, what are you planning on achieving this year?
I'm definitely going to have, like I said, I advocate for mindset change, and also I believe that, helping people transform the way that they think is definitely going to impact some sort of change. So basically my projects are working around that. I would just, like you to follow out through my reign, every other project that are going to come through, and you definitely see the difference.
Okay, so the last thing that I'd like to find out is your Christian background and also your family. How did you manage to convince them saying you want to take up this career that you're doing right now? Because, in Zambia, not just in Zambia, in Africa, when someone says, I want to do this, a few parents would believe, and few parents as well would agree to it. Because it seems like everyone just wants you to get a career that is maybe a doctor, a lawyer. Then you say, okay, I want to be this. How did you manage to convince your parents?
Well, I am Christian, and I congregate at Chilendia Baptist Church. I received Christ in 2012, June 24th, 2012. I still remember. And all throughout, God has really been guiding me, because I have always wanted, there was a time I really wanted to take part in modeling. Mm-hmm. I really wanted to take part in modeling, although I did not know which platform. And all the time I would have people give me their cards, and I had opportunities to take part in that. But then I never really had the support from my parents at that time, because I had school to do, So it only took after I finished my program in public relations, rather. I finished public relations at NIPA. That's when they permitted me to, go ahead and do what you want. So at the end of the day, it's also about prioritizing, do what matters most when it's due. So I understand that the support has always been there, only that they wanted what's best for me. First, I had to get school done, and then I had to do what I wanted to do.
Do you sometimes feel like giving up on what you're doing, or at one point did you feel like it's not working out? You felt like, this is not my thing.
During the journey, during the journey on the road to Miss Zambia, or just before that?
Before everything, before Miss Zambia, before everything.
I really did. At some point, I really did. I was like, maybe it's just not for me, But then opportunities kept on knocking, And this one, I did not ignore it. I had friends who really supported me all throughout the journey. I had friends who really, put me in place. They helped me understand that it's going to change a lot of things. And being the person that I am and what I advocate for, it was going to be the right platform to be the voice, Mm-hmm. So, there was growth also throughout the journey. That's one integral part of the entire journey. There was growth. There was an understanding of who I can really be. So it was. I'm so glad I took this opportunity.
Amazing. All right. So, in your remarks, maybe to anyone who's locked on right now, or maybe anything that you wanted to share with the public right there, is anything, and also how they can follow you on your social media handles.
Sorry.
How can people follow you on your social media handles, and any remarks that you have?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. I am part of an organization called the Zambia I Want, and currently we are running a hygiene pack campaign. This is just basically hygiene products in a pack to give to the less privileged in our communities during this pandemic. So I would like for people listening to pledge any sort of donation towards anything towards this donation. You know, it's really important to help people who can't really manage to buy these sanitary products. Mm-hmm. So you could follow our social media platforms, the Zambia I Want, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Also, if you want to know more about me or follow me during the rain, you could follow Vanessa Ukevwe Chinyemba on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
All right. It was great having an interaction with you. Hoping that we'll get to have you right in the studio so that we can also get to give people an opportunity to come through and also ask you some few questions.